We have all seen the viral clips of YNW Melly and his lawyer Raven Liberty giggling and chatting it up during his first double murder trial. Well, she definitely wasn't giggling in August of 2022 when she was arrested for battery, which is exactly what I'm about to react to here on the Attorney Reacts channel. Oh, and I'm America's attorney in case you forgot. Let's jump in together right now.
On August 25th, 2022, the Miami-Dade sheriffs received an alarming phone call from a man who stated that he had been assaulted by the mother of his 2 children during a dispute.
How can I help you, sir?
Yes, I need somebody. I need a cop here to tell me to either leave with my daughter or not, or leave with my kids or not, because this is an ongoing thing with my children's mother. The cops were here just a month ago.
During the 911 phone call, he explained that the mother of his child is a high-powered lawyer and is currently one of the lead attorneys on a high-profile death penalty case involving rapper YNW Melly, who is accused of double homicide. He reported that she smacked him with the palm of her hand before the police arrived.
Okay, just to be clear, friends, that's called a slap, okay? And I'm not telling you what to do, but if you're a man who gets slapped by a woman and you call 911, that's a certain thing. But here's what I want to say. Guys have to call 911 because if she calls before you and you guys are having a brawl, believe me, 911, the police, everybody is going to take her side. So if there is some sort of physical altercation, I mean, pretty much whoever calls first has the upper hand. I hate to say it, and it shouldn't be that way, but also maybe it should because, you know, the dudes normally are the aggressors, although I'm not. It's really smart of him to call before it gets out of hand.
I don't live here. This is my kid's mother's house.
I got that dog.
She's cool.
Okay.
Dude, we got a Whistling Diesel fan in the house with this shirt. I'm loving this guy.
Not you guys per se, but MDPD been here several times. Baby mama drama pretty much is going on. She called me today. I live in West Kendall. She called me today because her and my daughter, they don't get along. They have major issues sometimes. Last time you guys came out here, you guys took my daughter, my daughter's 13. My daughter spent a week in Citrus and so on and so forth. Same thing is happening now today. She's threatening, I don't know what happened. They get into some argument or whatever. I don't know what's going on. She calls me threatening to come pick her up, this, that, and the third. If you get into the legal side of it, I'm not supposed to have my daughter at this time, this, and that. So I'm like caught in the middle.
Okay, so what he's explaining to the police officer right here is that they have a custody and visitation arrangement, and I was going to say agreement, but based on the volatility of their relationship and this woman's personal life more generally, it's probably not an agreement. It's probably something that was done in court. But if you have a court order that says when a child is supposed to be with you, and conversely, of course, when they're supposed to be with the other parent, you can get yourself in trouble if you exceed that in front of some judges, in some cases with certain types of orders. So this dude is, this is a big brain move here, getting the police involved. But the fact that she has 2 parents who are not together and she had strife with one parent and ended up, it sounded like he almost said like going into DHS custody for a week or something like that. That's nonsense. Unless there's something wrong with him, the daughter should be with him while DHS is getting stuff sorted out with the mom, in my opinion, knowing what I know right now, which is not much. Let's see what happens.
It's like, and then I'm to the point, honestly, because she playing a lot of games. That is, y'all got to tell me what to do.
Where's she at? She's inside?
Yeah, take my kid with me, or I don't take my kid with me.
Man, this is a great way to interact with the cops if you're able to do this. He's saying, look, you guys tell me what to do. They're not going to attack you usually. They're not going to like come after you if you're saying, I want your help, I want your guidance. You know, that's a very collaborative, non-adversarial way to approach a police interaction if you're able to do it. It's good job. Especially if he's going to take the daughter or both kids for a little while in like violation of a court order, meaning, beyond his regular visitation. If it ends up that he leaves with his daughter or daughters and the police officer told him that he could, there's not a judge in America who's going to get onto him if a cop told him, yeah, you can take these kids with you.
So do you have parental right?
I have right, but she's majority. Like, my kids live here. They live here, they go to school here, they do everything here.
Okay.
And then the thing is, except for the mom, years ago, lied and said that my brother, which is her uncle.
You know how women are? Anytime they have a problem, they need some guidance. They need some assistance.
Yep.
And you're the man, bro.
You're the one to call.
I don't want to be the man.
Unfortunately,
No, you're the man. You're the man.
That's your daughter.
My daughter, she's...
That is not legal advice.
Like, I gotta get an attorney involved. And then the mom is an attorney.
She's on medication.
Okay, she wants you to take her with you?
That's what she says. She wants me to take her.
So what's the problem? That's what seems to be the problem.
I don't know what to do because the mom be playing a lot of games. So like I explained to you, I take my kid, and my kid is not supposed to be.
If you're gonna take the kid with you, she wants to give it to you. Gonna be right here. Make a report. And then that's about it. You give your kids card.
And then that's what I need.
Okay,
there you go, brother. Let's go get some names and let's
Now that is fascinating. He has turned the cops who are there like to investigate an altercation to basically now they're advocates for him. If I'm understanding correctly, they all just said, let's go inside and get those kids for you, which is pretty wild, especially since he hasn't showed any documentation that he is the dad or that he's got a court order or anything like that. I mean, he obviously seems like he's telling the truth, but like, I haven't seen the papers.
If you have any family members, you can take her to. Maybe have her stay there.
I live in my parents' house right now.
Okay.
And that's the home where she said it took place and so on and so forth.
Okay.
So legally by paper, we have an agreement where my daughter's not supposed to be. You guys can look at it. But I'm tired. It's a lot of back and forth. I live in West End.
Am I the only one who's been thinking inside while you're watching this? Like, what is the mom, the ex-girlfriend, the lawyer inside thinking when he's outside talking to the cops? I think it's very much a missed opportunity for her to come out there and say, no, whatever he's telling you, it's not like that at all, and just kind of lawyer up the situation. I'm surprised that she waited inside for this. I wouldn't do that.
Hello. How you doing, man? Can I speak to your mom?
Yes, come in.
How you doing, man?
I'm fine.
What's going on?
My daughter got in trouble again because I got an email from the school, so I took the phone away, or I said I was taking the phone away. She then proceeded to start breaking stuff in my house again. Kicked over the mop bucket, has full water all over it, so I called him to assist me because this is what happened 3 months ago and she had to be because she broke all the plates in the house. So I said, come and get her. We're not going through this again. My son is scared. He's locking himself in the room because he's like, this is the same thing she did last time.
Okay.
So Dad gets here. Yay, Dad's here, right? Thinking he's going to help me. No, I'm eating dinner. He comes in, he's frothing at the mouth, spits on me in front of my son, slaps me, punches me. You can feel the welt from his big arms. You still see it's red. I think we called you 30 minutes ago. I'm still red, and that's pretty much it. There's no assistance, and then he calls after he attacks me, and I'm asking him to leave. My keys are back. Takes my keys to prevent me and my son from leaving. Basically kidnaps us, has me locked in my room, because the only thing to prevent him from further hitting me, because that's what was going on, was me to lock myself in my room. He then sits in my house until you guys get here. And
Okay, so she's a criminal defense attorney. She knows that taking someone's car keys is not kidnapping them. Now, there is a type of tort or crime that you can commit called false imprisonment, where you prevent someone from being able to leave a place where they are. So you're like holding them against their will. You're not falsely imprisoning someone by taking their car keys. That's not right. Now, what he is doing technically is he is committing something called trespass to chattel, which is in the Wayback Machine to law school. No one cares about that. We got to get to the part where one of them was hitting the other one, so he was telling the truth.
My keys are back because he then took the keys, without my permission.
So what you want him to do?
What do I want him to do?
With your daughter?
I had wanted him to take her. But at this point, I'm assaulted. So I'm tired of him assaulting me. I got visible injuries. He's stolen my keys. He's imprisoned me in my house. He needs to be arrested. I can't let my daughter leave with him after he just attacked me. She makes the same allegations against him. I wanted some help. He can't control himself. He wants to physically attack me, spit on me in front of my son, tell me, oh, I can't respect you, spit on me, slap me, I don't respect you, and then takes everything and locks me in my room. That's the help I got.
Man, this is a bad situation. I cannot believe that she's going to get arrested based on what I've seen so far. This is going to have to go sideways in order for that to happen.
So who else was here?
My kids are the only ones here.
Where's your daughter?
She's in her room, probably.
Can you call her?
Yeah, they're going to interview the daughter and find out what actually happened. Although the daughter might be a liar.
Real quick, I just wanted to say that Attorney Tom / Attorney Reacts content is now on Spotify. We just launched a partnered show, link in the description. Go check it out. Now, back to the video.
Put herself in the
To get away from you.
Wait,
Just go ahead. Let him finish.
he let you talk.
in my demonstrations and part of yes, my voice was raised. When spit's coming out of my mouth, I did tell her I don't respect her. I'm tired of this. You can't keep calling me up here, so on and so forth. You need to deal with this situation because I live in West Kendall. What are we going to do about school tomorrow? If she's coming with me, she needs to live with me, to stay with me for at least for the year to figure this out because and so on and so forth. As far as her claiming I hit her, she put her hands on me. I told her, do not touch me. Get your hands off me. I said that several times. And at that point, that's when I see where this is going.
I didn't put my hands, my son's
I need to call. This is not the first time MDPD has been here.
Right.
Yeah, because that's what he likes to do. He likes to attack me and call the cops to embarrass me in front of my neighbors.
Then I should have been in jail several other times, Reagan.
No, because I haven't pressed charges against you. Today, I have a physical injury.
We cannot have both of you.
Let him finish, man.
Hey, so the cops are being really fair in hearing both people out. What's interesting, and they appear to be withholding judgment, but just because you have a physical injury on you, and let's say, for instance, that she does have a red spot or a welt on her arm or whatever, does not mean that he was the aggressor. It just doesn't. He can be defending himself if she started it, whatever. So let's get more information here.
You see, he let you talk, right? Didn't he? He didn't say anything. He let you
Just
talk.
let him finish.
So at least let him have a piece of the pie.
Didn't he already speak to you?
Well, you interrupted. Let him finish.
All right, so I'll be in here waiting for you.
Yeah, we call you.
So, I mean, until I get an attorney to deal with the situation, probably this is what it's always going to be. It's always going to be this. I literally got called from West Kendall over here. I have video of my kid calling me and her threatening to do so on and so forth. Like, as a father, as a parent, I'm going to spring into action to do it.
Can you take the girl with you, please?
I don't know if I...
You might want to...
You're the parent. You're the father.
You have to do something. Because the thing is...
Okay, this is fascinating. I cannot believe that these officers are telling him, we got to get you out of here with this girl right now. That is wild. If it's true that the mom is the majority custodian. So I really want to see them interact with the child for a second. Let's see what she says. But probably that footage is not going to be available on YouTube.
That me, I'm a father too. I know what I would do, no matter what. I don't need the police to come and tell me what to do because I know I'm a man too. I can. That's what I'm saying. You might want to take her with you and simplify.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. Miss Raven.
Now she's breaking the stuff
Yeah.
again.
I did hear
What's her
something
name?
break.
Come here, lady.
But she's breaking the stuff again.
Just come outside, please.
Right. So you're going out with your dad. All right. You might want to get your stuff right. You want to?
No, not at this point. I'm going 100 unfettered.
Ma'am, look, we cannot.
Wow, I think she said, I'm going home. I think that's what she said. If I'm right, that is a really critical piece of understanding the dynamics in this custodial arrangement. If she actually is thinks of her dad's home as her home. That's interesting, if I heard that right.
You cannot flip-flopping here.
Yes,
Look, we want. You said earlier that you tied with her. You would want her to be out with him.
Yes,
That's what you want in the beginning. Now,
Until
listen.
he assaulted me.
Well,
So now he just physically assaulted me. I cannot let my daughter go with somebody that's that angry
So
that
now-
he could punch me.
he said you did. He said that you did.
And
to
I
him
did
too.
not touch him. Ask my son. My son was there the entire time.
And what about your daughter?
Okay, this is a low budget move by her trying to get the son to like testify to the cops about this interaction. I mean, let's go ahead and get a Kickstarter for the son's therapy once he reaches 18 because he's going to need it.
She was in the other room. It was my son because he came and spat on me while I was eating dinner with my son. She didn't witness any of it. He witnessed it.
Let's get some information. Let's start writing some.
You could feel the welt on my arm from where he punched me at. Does he have physical injury? No, I never touched him. I'm backing into my room to get away from him. He's coming into my room. I asked for assistance. He doesn't want to give the assistance. We're fine. If she wants to break things, then we could have her. Okay, well that's where you'll probably be at. We have
Because
to stand
you said
with
your
my
daughter is
parents
breaking
coming
things
out.
up, right? Let's do it one by one. Because this is not the first time we come here. We came here a couple of times. And
Yes,
then
because
another thing I always tell every family. Remember that we here sometimes when we interfere deep into family business, we tend to turn things in directions that wouldn't be good for neither one of you or the kids or him. So now, when all of those cases that we provide.
Okay, so I think what he's saying right there is that the more that the cops are involved in your domestic incident, the worse your life is. And if that's what he's saying, I just want to say, 2 thumbs up, buddy. You nailed it.
You know what happened, right?
I know
And then if
exactly
you
what
read what we documented, it's the same story over and over. Now we cannot come for repeat. You have to make a final decision as to what you guys really want to do. Now remember that in order for us to say, well, there's a situation, we have to at least see something. We see that the kid being irate, and you told us why, and of course that's a match right here. Yeah. So if you believe that the best course of action now is for her to have some moment with him, that would be great.
Actually,
but
what I
another
just
thing
told you
is
not the best person.
now
After
if
he came to my house.
yeah. Now my thing is
frothing
that.
at the mouth. I witnessed him.
I mean, this is kind of nonsense by her, and here's why. She's known this guy for at least 13 years and 9 months, if you catch my drift. She knows who he is. This is not the first time that he's been upset with her or angry with her, and just because he was yelling so much that he got some spit on her or whatever happened doesn't mean that she no longer feels like she can send the child to his house. I mean, she's trying to win this interaction here. That's what I think. And I'm not saying she's wrong to do that. She's trying to win the interaction. And, you know, what happens here is that the kids become kind of pawns in this power match between the parents, which is, don't do that.
Okay. So how are you guys related?
How are who related?
How are you two related?
We're not related.
So you're not related except that you have the kids with him?
That does not make us. He's related to my children.
That's
You have your idea?
I believe we're talking about the term baby daddy. I'm pretty sure that's right.
You with you, ma'am?
I do not have my ID with me.
Okay, let's go with the name.
arrival with the 234 unit.
She's at her house. How does she not have an ID?
In Liberty.
AVN.
Correct.
Spell the other one for me.
Liberty
I
is
still
close to-
cannot believe she's getting arrested.
All the air out of my house with this door wide open.
You said she attacked you. You said the girl said she did. So you have 3 people saying the same thing.
Saying the same thing,
Therefore,
like
that she attacked you.
She attacked you first.
Okay, so off camera, they interviewed the girl, which is what I thought they would do, and they basically let her play tiebreaker. And maybe they also interviewed the son because they're saying that 3 people said the same thing. So I was just wondering, like, how does she end up arrested? And the answer is, well, now maybe we kind of know. If you're confused because you're like, wait, the girl was in her room and didn't see it, you might be onto something. It could be that the girl really wants to go to her dad's, and so she's just given some very, helpful testimony that agrees with her brother and her dad. So, well, we'll see.
Wife or his mother or his wife?
No, the girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
How are you? You guys can go check where she goes.
Raven.
Put out across the door.
Yes.
So, I don't want the kids to hear what I'm gonna say. So, based on what you just told us, so you're gonna go with us.
How am I gonna go with you? Do you have to? Can I just get in the car without handcuffs?
No, you have to. Anytime anybody get in the back of the car, you got to kill.
How is this possible in my house? I get attacked.
Doesn't matter where.
Castle bar.
Well, ma'am,
That was a very, very smooth arrest by this police officer because he said, based on what we've heard, you know, you're going to come with us. And then he just kind of moved into position. He has one arm, he's moving the other arm. And it doesn't really give her a lot of time to, you know, physically retreat or prepare for the interaction of him getting hold of her wrists. Not that she would have fought him, obviously. I'm just saying, like, that was pretty smooth. Also, I've been put in the back of a police car before without cuffs on, so I don't know, but it wasn't in Dade County, so they were nicer to me.
perhaps anything to say, you just say that to the judge.
Way
Not
nicer.
judges. We are only officers. That's what we are.
Can I make a phone call so somebody can get me out now
Yeah,
before I
you
get
be
down
able
there?
to.
She's calling Y&W Melly!
Against you.
Y'all, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's in prison.
So you're doing this because I'm tired of being attacked. Who's gonna lock up my
I
house?
tell you that we're not here
Wait for the put down.
target it. We're here to
She gonna pat you down.
based
I'm
on
gonna pat you down, okay? Right here. Turn this way.
Against.
Right here, this way.
I mean, they don't need to pat her down. She's wearing sweatpants or something and a t-shirt. She got nothing on her. Told you.
This is like discrimination.
I'm sorry?
I have a court order.
He's in his truck.
I don't. My kids are not supposed to be at his house, so I don't want them taking
They
my
will
kids.
not. Didn't you call somebody?
Yes, my.
I mean, she straight up told the cops, I called this guy to come over and take my daughter to his house. And here she is saying, look at that face. Here she is. Someone should take a screenshot of this image if you can hear me. She said she called him to come over and take the girl. And now she's saying, I have a court order. They can't be there. It doesn't add up to me.
Okay, your assistant will come and get them. Is that right?
Yes, he'll stay here.
That's
with
what
them.
is going to
All
happen.
right.
We're not gonna put any undue burden.
All right. So
Yes, ma'am.
no, I don't want neither of my kids leaving though.
Exactly.
All
That's
right.
not gonna happen. Once he's done writing my paper for me, he's gonna get out of here. All right?
So could we hurry up with the booking process though? Can you get me?
sorry?
Can you take me downtown so I can get booked and get out?
Yeah, we'll get that in a moment because everything has to be
Man, this interaction is weird.
As simple as just that simple battery. That's
How is
exactly
this
what that
simple battery
is.
when I didn't touch him?
I'm just gotta tell you.
But how does Castle Law
I
work?
just have to tell you. I tell you, there's something called primary aggressive.
The lawyer was arrested for simple battery, a misdemeanor in the state of Florida, and was quickly released on bond to return to her high-profile cases in court. Before you go, do you think the officers...
Well, that has got to be a career lowlight for this lawyer. But then she went on to star in one of the most high-profile cases of 2023. And I'd say the battery charge didn't really slow her down that much in her career. But what do you think? Do you believe her when she says that the father of her children was the aggressor? Are you excited to see her back on screen for part 2 of the Melly trial? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And check out these other awesome videos on Attorney Reacts. I will see y'all soon. Bye.
Big verdict.